All right, so secret number three is run an ethical business. All right, and this sounds like a no-brainer, right? Like, Chad, run an ethical business. Yeah, no shit. Like, of course that's going to make me successful. Not enough people are doing it. And once I share this perspective with you, maybe you'll realize that you're not running an ethical business as well. All right, here's the mic drop moment. More people are asking themselves, what can this business do for me? Instead of asking themselves, what can this business do for others? All right. And if you're asking yourself, what can this business do for me? You are not running an ethical business, because that means that your lens, anytime you're making a business decision, is how does this make me better? Right. But we didn't get in business just for me. Right. We got into business for a mission. We got into business for a cause. We got into a business to help other individuals. We got into a business to contribute. Right. We're trying to make people fitter. Once we bring on staff, we're trying to boost their lives, right? I say this a lot, and I'll drop this right now. Your staff doesn't work for you. You work for your staff. You're trying to create opportunities so that they can grow. And guess what? If they grow, the business grows. And if the business grows, guess what? In return, you grow. All right. So that's a question that you really need to sit with. Are you asking yourself, what can this business do for me? Or are you asking yourself, what can this business do for others? All right. And that will tell you a lot about how you're operating your business from an ethical standpoint. But at the end of the day, you have to do right by your clients. You have to do right by your staff. You have to do right by your brand image. And in essence, you also have to do right by you, but you have to factor those other things into the equation. And the brand image one is a really big one. And the reason I love that question is because it gives me a bird's eye view on my decisions, right? I ask myself, if I do this thing every day for the next 365 days, what would my brand image be? What would people think of me? What would people think of NLCA? Right? And if the answer is it wouldn't be good, then you probably shouldn't fucking do it. So that's secret number three, run an ethical business. And secret number four, it's no secret, but it needs to be said, is you need to wait 5 to 10 years. One of the things I'm really not liking about the digital marketing space right now, and I'm not perfect, I've probably fallen suit to it, but I'm trying to change this narrative. And you'll see it, and you'll start seeing, if you get my ads, you'll start seeing it said in my ads. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I've probably fallen suit to this before as well, is it's going to take 5 to 10 years, guys. It's going to take time. It is not going to take, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 months, like 3 months to 10K, right? We do have a statistic out there that says of the students that have reached 10K, it has taken 13 weeks. And that statistic is true, but it's of the students that have. We don't say that everybody makes 10K in 13 weeks, because that's not super duper realistic. For the people that, for the top 20% of clients that do achieve that, yeah, it's amazing. But for most people, it's going to take years. And guess what? It took fucking years for me. It took 3 years to make my first 10K month as an online fitness coach, albeit I started at age 19 and I was super young, but no excuse. It took me 3 years to get to that point. And it's going to take you years to get to that point, right? I started entrepreneurship at 19. All right. I started NLCA in 2020. All right. NLCA, like I said, just cracked the 8 figures in sales mark over the past 3 years. If you take the combined of all of my sales, I don't know where it would be at. Maybe it would be at, probably a little bit higher in the 8 figures. I won't share exact specifics, but it's taken me almost a decade to get to the point where I'm at right now. And I think that's something that is not talked about enough and should be talked about more. And fuck it, I'll be the person to do it.